Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for today's video, we have a very special guest who will share their love story, how both of them met online. And let's start by introducing themselves.
My name is William Washington.
I'm Julie Garcinas.
Okay, so how long have you been in a relationship together?
Probably about since 2019.
2019. And then how you two met up?
We met on Christian Filipina. That was a dating site that I met Junie Lee back in 2019.
Okay. How did you first hear about Christian Filipina, since you have mentioned, and what made you to give it a try?
I was working at a hospital. I was a mental health worker. I worked at a hospital. There was 2 Filipino psychiatrists on staff there. I was widowed for a few years. They knew that. So they told me about the Philippines, and they told me about the dating site Christian Filipina. That's how I first got introduced to the dating site.
Could you share some of your initial experiences upon joining Christian Filipina?
Well, the number one thing that stuck out to me when I joined Christian Filipina, there wasn't a lot of people on there asking for money.
Yeah.
Because I had been on a couple other dating sites, I won't mention the names. But as soon as I was on there, I talked to a couple Filipina girls, and they were asking for money even in text. From time I talked to them after about half an hour. What I noticed with Christian Filipina, there was none of that. Most of the girls that I was talking to at the time seemed like they were serious-minded.
Wow, I'm so happy to hear that one. How about Miss?
At first, my experience about the Christian Filipina, when they're chatting, they're very nice. Oh, I'm looking for serious at time. I'm just chat. And after that, I will be coming to the Philippines. I said, oh, maybe they're serious. Yeah, but I found out they're serious too.
Yeah, serious.
Literally.
Yeah, the men there are serious,
Yes.
and you are serious as well.
Yes.
That's why both of you were in a relationship for so long now.
Yeah, so long.
Okay, so how is Christian Filipina different from other dating apps you've tried in the past? Like, what are the service and the benefits?
I thought that the benefits as you went up the different scales, first of all, you were able to join for free. And until you picked whether you wanted to have a plan or not, you got to test it out at that time. Kind of like sign up was free. So that was a big plus, because a lot of us guys in the West were already thinking, oh, they're just trying to get my money. And so the sign up for free and to look through it kind of like, that was a plus to me. And as I said before, once I did pay the initial fee, which I believe it back in 2019, it wasn't that much. But I did pay the fee because I said, okay, I'm getting ready to go to Philippines in a couple months. Let me get a month's subscription and see if I can find someone. So that's what I did. That was the first thing I noticed, was that it was free sign up and I wasn't bombarded with scammers.
Really good thing. Was it worth it, or what can you
Absolutely. It paid off for me. I'm sitting here married, living in the Philippines now. So
Yeah.
It absolutely worked.
Very worth it. What are the funny or awkward moments you and your husband face because of different backgrounds, like how you guys laugh off or deal with it?
Well, she was racist, I thought. She kept talking about, well, I don't know if I really like him because he's black. He's this, and I kept saying, texting her back, are you a racist? And she kept saying, no, I'm no racist, like that. And so we kept talking back and forth. We asked, it was really funny because that was a funny thing between us. It's still a joke before us today. I always still tell her that she's a racist. And she says, well, I married you, I can't be a racist. And so the thing is, I kept asking her about what does she like to do, these kind of things. I was hiding the fact from her that I actually was a pastor at the time.
Back in the States, where did you had plenty options for dating? What sparked your interest in looking for a Filipina woman?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dated quite a bit back in the United States. Of course, being a pastor, there was lots of women in the church that were single. I dated all nationalities. And when I was, after my wife passed away, God rest her soul, in 2006, I dated, white and black women. It just seemed that the women that I was dating, they were either too old or too young. It was like no in between. And back in the United States, if you're in your early 60s and you're dating anyone that's within over 10 years younger than you, they think that you're like a sugar daddy.
A sugar daddy.
So I wanted to start dating. I was told that it was common for young and older couples in the Philippines. So that's why I started looking there.
Okay. So, where the certain qualities you were looking for in a woman, with that weren't you finding in America?
Well, loyalty. I was looking for someone that enjoyed having fun. I wanted somebody, of course, that was very attractive. And of course, the Asian women and Filipina women win beauty contests.
Beauty contest.
They had that part covered. So I was thinking that that's really what I was looking for, somebody that I could spend this portion of my life, have like a soulmate, somebody I can travel with, do things with, and kind of support their life.
Okay, so do you think you didn't find that in the?
I think that it was harder to find in the U.S., especially at that age level. And I think that one of the things about the U.S., most of the women, and I'm not downing the women in the U.S., I'm just saying that they were looking for something else that I wasn't looking for.
Okay, so that really makes sense. So, did you happen to lean more towards more traditional values that you saw in Filipinas compared to what's the dating scene back home?
Absolutely. I thought that the Filipinas had everything that just the name implied, Christian Filipina, because I'm a Christian. So that's one of the things that drew me to the site. It had that moniker or that name in front of the Filipino. So when we started talking, that was the basis for it. They had the old values. When I started talking to Junie Lee, she was talking about she liked music from the 70s and 80s. That was a big draw because that was my era that I liked. So the music, she liked going out to beaches. We just had a lot of compatible things.
Yeah, I've seen that one as well today. And then, how's your life now after marrying Johnny Lee?
You want her to answer that?
You first.
I'm enjoying my life. I'm really happy with my life with Junie Lee. We've been married now since last August. We've been in a relationship together since 2019, and that was part of through the pandemic. We actually made it through the pandemic because I was back in the U.S. through that 2-year period, and we still made it. But now we just enjoy our lives. We do the everyday life. She spends time with her family. I spend time at home. We go on vacations probably every 3 months. We try to go to a different island. We just kind of enjoy life, and that's one of the things I love about Junie Lee. She just like every day is just a different adventure. We just take what the day has to offer. I love that about her.
Okay, so you have mentioned about the pandemic. How is that makes your relationship even more stronger? Because you overcome the 2 years long distance relationship.
Yeah, I thought that if I had met Junie Lee 3 times in person before the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit, I went back, and then we couldn't see each other in person for 2 years. And making it through that 2 years, we just kept talking online. We kept planning a future beyond the pandemic. And I felt that if I came back and I saw Junie Lee after the pandemic, we were going to get married, because I felt if we could make it through that, we can make it through anything.
Okay. What advice would you give to men back home who are watching this video, who are also looking into traveling in the Philippines and eventually finding a Filipina?
A true love.
True love.
True love.
I think my advice would be know what you're looking for. Because a lot of guys come here and they don't know what they're looking for. If you're looking for the club scene and partying with bar girls and doing that, then maybe that's not for you. But if you're looking for someone to care for the rest of your life and their life, to enjoy your life with, to have a companion for the rest of your life, I think Christian Filipina is the absolute great dating site, because the women on there are serious about long-term commitment. So if you're a man that's wanting long-term commitment, this is the dating app for you.
Yeah, I would agree, because there is, a lot of testimonial that this Christian Filipina has been really part of many countless success stories, and you are part of that.
Yeah, we are part of them.
Any recommendation for American men on where to meet genuine Filipina partners, in your opinion?
I would say Christian Filipina. I would say start there, because it's worked for us guys. And it's one thing to give an endorsement for something. It's another thing to say it actually worked for me. Christian Filipina would be my advice to start there.
Okay, so this question is for Johnny Lee, your wife. So, what was your life like before meeting William?
My life before making William is just bored because I'm just home only now. I have husband that I will cook. I will be doing. I have responsibility already.
William said earlier that you are really a good cook.
Yes,
What are the some foods that you cook for him?
I cook a lot. In any dishes, he always eat. I cook like adobo,
Adobo.
and also the seafoods.
Yeah,
Seafood.
seafood is
that is
a
favorite.
number one.
Seafood is your favorite.
She makes that prongs and
Prawns.
crabs and seafood boil. It's delicious.
Yes.
There's a common misconception that Filipino women only choose to date white men. What can you say to that?
Well, obviously that's not true because I'm not white. Right? So unless your screen is blurry, I'm black. So the thing is, I think that if you have an open heart, love will find its way in. And I think that one thing I've learned about Filipino women, there are a segment of Filipino women that do want a white or European or light-skinned man. But there's also a segment of Filipinas that just want somebody to care for them. And it doesn't matter what color they are.
Yeah, I would agree to that. How about you? What are your say about those words from other people that Filipino women don't date black men, where you are right now dating?
Don't think about that you're dating a black man is not good, but I already tried myself. I just like I have feelings that too that oh maybe it's working on to me because he's very nice guys. He's very
Okay.
nice if you are, but if you are really having trust each other, you should be like that so that no misunderstanding.
Okay, so what's the difference between dating an American and a Filipino? And I can really see the spark right now that you are so in love with each other. And I'm really having fun, like talking with you earlier. I was like, oh my god, this couple are so funny, and I can really say that, oh, they deserve each other. So yeah, just do not believe the other words
Do not
from
believe
people.
to other people that a black man is an idiot always. And also not good, not responsible, but he's very responsible and everything will work on. Even you have problem, you will be solve it.
Okay, so you
For
are
better or worse.
better or worse, problem is solved.
Yes.
Okay. So, ever had to deal with any eyebrow raises or head shakes from people who couldn't wrap their head around your relationship? Like, how did those moments? How did you handle those moments?
For me, every time we go in the mall, they're looking at me head to foot. I
Head
said,
to-
"Oh, I don't care. This is my life. It's not your life.
True.
This is my happiness. Then I don't care.
I don't care about those
Yes.
marites.
Yes, sorry, this chica chica. Oh, you have lived for years and very it's an old man and that only money. I said, I don't care.
You don't care about
Yeah,
that.
I am very practical.
So far right now, relationship is really great and good. Okay, and let's talk about family, Johnny Lee. How did your families react when they found out your relationship? Any surprising reaction? Yeah, how about your family?
My family at first, I have a black man. He said, "Oh, Junili, just be careful. It's a black man. It's not be responsible. You have already a child. You should be careful about the black man because I heard a lot of things back in the U.S. that they're not good as well." I said, "Just try it, man. Maybe it's working on me. I'm just believe it." When I found out he's a pastor, that's a sign.
That's a sign. That's a positive sign from the God. So I guess that would be all for today. And thank you so much for sharing your story. And I'm wishing and hoping that this could inspire other men in your home country to try the Christian Filipina. Give it a
Yes.
try, guys, because this couple who are just sitting next to me right now are just really so in love with each other, and I would say that the relationship is keeping on growing up until now. So yeah, I would say that bye for now,
Thank you for guys.
and I'll see you again next time. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.